You're based on Hashvuos, Tafshin Lamdvov. Having in Matan to understand me in the Matan Torah. Abshekar Hoy, Haldimo, Limadat Torah, Lifnis, on the day of us, even though they were studied before that, the day of us. K'mayim Azal, as the Gemara says in Yom, Avraham Avinu Zoken, the Yeshiv Yishiv, Avraham Avinu was a Zoken, which implies Chachma, and sat and learned, and so V'chein Yitzchak, and also Yaakov, bringing the psukim there that indicate that the Ovis learned Torah. Another quote, like Porsha, Yeshiva Mehem Afil Mitzrayim. From the time of our forefathers, the Yeshiva never departed from them, even when they were in Mitzrayim. So all leading to the question, so what's the Chiddush of Matan Torah? The question now even stronger. Malach has become a b'morah, and especially when they came to Morah, which is right after Kriyas Yamsuf. The whole story there, that they complained there was no water, and the end was Abisha told Moishe to throw the stick into the water and sweeten it, and then the pasuk says, "Sham Sam Leichayt Mishpat." There he placed for him. God placed for Moishe Chayt Mishpat, statutes and justice. Romer Razal and actually brings this. What is meant by Chayt Mishpat? Romer Razal, but Mara Nosal and Mikzas Parshish Shal Torah. In Mara already, this is before Matan Torah. They were given some of the parshas of the laws of Torah. She's asking them that they should be involved in it. That's the remes of the word Chayk. What's the Chayk? Says Chukas Torah. That's Paraduma. Rashi says three things: Paraduma, Shabbos, because Shabbos comes right afterwards, and the third thing is Mishpat. Mishpat, but it's some of the dinim of Cheshem Mishpat, of Mishpat. So Kel kam Paraduma, and then what's the dik Paraduma? Mele Shabbos and Mishpat was negated, and then Paraduma was not negated. The laws of Tum and Tara did not begin then. There's no Mishkan, there's no Karbanis. So the Kibbutz in Stavol al Mitzvah Paraduma, since in Morah already before Matan Torah, Shom Som Leichaykom Mishpat, they were commanded and they were involved in learning what? Even the laws of Paradum, even though that was not relevant in actual fact, and only after the Mishkan again. The holding in of Tumah is only in the Geya, but it's a Beis HaMikdash, a Mishkan. And that was when Sha'isal Achim Matan Torah. And Morah happened before. Again, this is right after Kriyas Yamsuf. And in moving, so it's understood. So what were they given in Morah? Like Hilchos Shabbos. They had to know then, in terms of the Mount, why it didn't fall on the double portion fell on Friday. They already started to get some of the halachas. Just we pointed out that it's not the same Shabbos as post Matan Torah. That's not the discussion. But still, the Pel Mamish, there was no manna, and they learned the halachas of tchumim and carrying and so on. And that's when the Gale of Ma'aseh B'Peil. But you can't say that about Torah Aduma. It's completely irrelevant. So therefore, so it's clear that what they got b'nifnei Matan Torah, all the Yidden, the diak here is not only the Avos. The Avos learned all of these things. Mela, the Avos did. So it was only a part of the Yidden and Shevet Levi. Here he answered that all Yidden were given before Matan Torah, Inyan Shal Torah. Elagamba Inyan Limedat Torah b'fnei Atzmai, the Inyan to learn independent of what? Independent of action. Of Ma'aseh B'Peil. So loving in Matan Torah. So what's the whole chiddush of Matan Torah? Yeah, for begin in Matan Torah, yet we still say Inyan Nifla B'Yosef. That Matan Torah is something wondrous. What's the wonder? What's the pella? The Koloshana Yedua, the famous Gemara, Rabbi Yosef used to make a Suda and prepare for me the tongue from a third born calf. And he would say, Yelav hayoyim the kavonim, if not for what this day would have brought about, Kama Yosef Isa Beshuka, how many other ones would there be in the marketplace that bear my name and I had a simple meeting? We know the difference between me and them. Whatever, there's a beautiful sikha we read on that, which is also a landmark sikha. In the London, in the world. It's a sikha to learn. A lot of shyness there, including, which is what he's alluding to here, is Ilav Hayyom the Kavgorim, if not for this day caused. What? If not for giving him the Torah. He was talking about the day for. And that's exactly what he's pointing to now, because Torah was before. There was Torah before. It's this day brought about the Chiddush. That's the B'Shayla, what's the Chiddush of the day? Understand? That's the diak of Rabbi Yosef. Love Hayimidas. The Kavgorim, because not, if Torah wasn't given, I'd be like every other Yosef in the street, in the marketplace. Because this day did not introduce Torah. This day introduced something called Godim, to cause something. The whole diak and the sikha there. That's the Shah is asking you, what's the Kavgorim? What did this day change that didn't exist before? Clear? Inyan should pull Matan Torah, that the day, not the Inyan of Torah, which was present before, but the whole drama of Matan Torah was pearl, something that lay nifal differently said that didn't happen before. Now we know the answer to that, the general answer, then we're going to ask him. Yeah, we're clear? Yeah, Pasha the Shaila. There was Torah by the Ovis and Torah by Klal Yisrael and Mother, Mamish Torah, not just things that when they gave a prayer that they needed to know to do, but Limud Torah. You might also add Limud Torah on the highest level, learning Nim Shal Par Adum, which is the deepest Inyan. So the general explanation as explained in the Mamorim is as follows: explaining the Medrash al Pasuk in Shirashirim in the first parak there. So the pasuk says, the aroma, the fragrance of your good oil, Shem and Tudak Shmecha, your name flows like oil. The simple pshat in the pasuk, it's one message. We're talking about the aroma of your good oil that flows. Al-Kain Alom is Ahavucha, therefore the young maidens love you. So you have a beautiful aroma. You smell good. But the Medrash divides the pasuk and notes that there's two inyanim here. There's the Reach Shmanecha Toivim, there's the aroma of your good oil, and then Shem and Turak Shmecha, your name, or the oil, your name flows out like the oil. Like the oil flows. So first you speak of the fragrance and then the actual body of the oil itself flowing. So the Medrash says, Yane, B'rei Rabbi Shimon. So Yane said in the name of the son of Rabbi Shimon said, all of the praises which the others said before you, that's a likened akin to aroma to fragrance. Your name flows out like oil. Like a person pours oil from one vessel to another vessel, to the vessel of his fellow. The Medrash continues, all the mitzvahs that they did, in Pashtus, the Medrash is talking about two things. Shira and mitzvahs, as the Rebbe will point out. Shira goes on Torah, and mitzvahs. So the mitzvahs which the others did are all akin to aroma. But ours is like oil. 248 positives in mitzvahs, 365 prohibitions. End of quote. So it's understood that the limud of the others is the answer to the question. This is the Inyan of the song, Mishakosov, like the pasuk says, saving night before Ma'ariv, Laila Shira Imi, and at night his song is with me. The Malach is saying he'll stayed at night. The Kriyal Limedat Torah. What's the Hemshech HaPosek there? Huh?
Laila Shira Imi, Shira Lekel Chayei.
Huh?
Shira Lekel Chayei.
Yeah,
Laila Shira Imi.
you know, the Hemshech HaPosek. Further. Huh? Yom Mitzav Hashem, I meant not the Hemshech, sorry, before that. Yom Mitzav, Yom by day, Mitzav Hashem Chazdai. Hashem commands his kindness to me, he's saying. God grants me kindness. Balayla Shira Imi, and at night his song is with me. Tefillah Lekel Chayei. A tefillah to the living God. Huh?
No, it's Tefillah Lekel Chayei. I said Shira Lekel Chayei.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, so the Gemara says, I'm not mistaken, why is he Zoichet that the Chesed Eivish is within my day? Because of his limited Torah. Anyway, so we see that the Gemara says that clearly that the Inyan of Shira is what? Limited Torah. So what do we see from the Medrash? The Medrash says that the opposite Torah had mitzvahs, but it's all likened to the aroma only. That is it became a mitzvah shalahem, and likewise the mitzvahs. So yeshlam beis ktzaves. So there's two extremes, two components to their Torah and their mitzvahs. Echad gis on the one hand, it's connected with your oil. It's connected with your oil. Aval idach gis is not something else. The fragrance of your oil. All they had of your oil is the aroma reches oil. It's only reches. Shenkin onu. Whereas us is Medrash is saying Shem and Turak Shmecha. They are limud, the actual oil, the body of the oil itself. Shadi limud atayda kiyama mitzvahs. Shalach matan Torah. We through Torah mitzvahs post matan Torah lechem es Hashem and atzma. We take the oil itself. Ka'odam shemedik mikeli mikli likli chavedik. A person pours the oil from a vessel to the vessel of his fellow. What's the dig, his fellow? The person could pour oil from one vessel to another, still remains within you. When this, the Eibishter gave it to us. We're the Chabad here. The Eibishter gave his oil, his Torah to another, and that's us. We have it. So that's the answer. That's the Chiddush of Matan Torah. If you do our beer, what's this whole fragrance oil analogy? She'dealing with that Torah became mitzvah shel ha'avos. The Torah mitzvahs of the others, they didn't affect the change in the world. Because the world wasn't prepared for it, for a change. First, there had to be the korabals of the iron furnace or the smelting pot. As she says, that means the furnace in which the gold is extracted. So he first had to go to the korabals. And so therefore only after this refinement and this cleansing, this purification, and then had Magdomas Laisa and the Nishma, and then had to have the Achana of Naisa before Nishma. Then that the upper will descend, but the lower will ascend, and there's a fusion of heaven and earth. And this, through this, we take the actual oil. Okay, that's the answer which you're all familiar with. Clear? So what's the basic answer? The basic answer is what? What's the metaphor of reach as opposed to shemen? In a word, their Torah and mitzvahs was what?
It didn't affect the world.
Makif.
Ruach Lech is purely spiritual. It was spiritual. It didn't affect the Geshem. It didn't affect the Gashmi, so it didn't change the status of the world. The Dover Gashmi that didn't become holy. Shabbos was not a holy day. It was all the Gavra, not the Heftzah. Person, they descended and connected to the Ruchnis, the Reach, but the body of Torah and Mitzvahs, which has the ability to change the physical body of the world, we got.
Why would that be in the learning though? That's in the Maisa, I could see. In the Maisa, I could see how that, but you're saying the limud Torah, like by Mara, limud is limud. It's anyways like a.
Yeah, okay, she's going to explain that too, maybe here, but yeah. You're asking, maybe there's a change in mitzvahs, but there is no change in Torah. So the basic answer is that the change in Torah as well. That when Torah paskins, it changes the mitzvahs of the world. That's only a possible in Torah. So we're talking about that. And other physical changes, it's only possible in Torah. Right, that's the general answer. So the chibur of Elyonim and Tachtonim only began Hayyom, the Kogodim on Matan Torah. Right, so you know that's why they were shepherds, so they could have the time to meditate and disengage and connect to Torah on the Ruchnistic level. All their mitzvahs, they did do physical things. Yaakov with the sticks, but they were symbolic. They were symbolic. There was no change. The sticks didn't become kedusha. It needs to be appreciated that is the most natural division and reality possible. The most natural division possible is the division between Ruchnis and Gashmis. Not some imposed division. That's apiseichel, mamash. Then you take the big chiddush, Hayyim and the Kogodim, that Ruchnis and Gashmis can become one. But that could only happen after the birur, the zichuch, and all of the process that was required before that. So the question is answered, but it's not. Now the Rebbe Shai. A simple question. So why do you even need that? What is that? It's all the ruchnis. So what's the point of it? So what do you mean needed? Keeping Shabbachinas Rech, mainly the Yidden themselves, he said, you notice when he talked about the Achana, he focused on the Yidden. And Mitzrayim, Korah Balzel, Nasa Venishma, so Yidden are ready to receive the Torah. His question now is good, but the others for generations before, and performing Torah mitzvahs on the Ruchnistic level, say, Lo Shayach Etzleinu, it's not our world completely. It's a world of Tonight Chal HaShamayim, where Ruchnis is L'mayla and Gashmis is L'mata, and never the twain shall meet. So who needs the Torah mitzvahs? Who needs it? What's its value? What's its point? We have to understand. Now comes the real shayla, the opposite question. Let's explore and understand the Torah mitzvahs. What does it mean, derech? Malach sorin being derech shmanecha. What is the chsaron of the aroma of the oil? Shoya eitzelos, which we're saying in the bracket. Shalehi giyu lepchina shemen trok shmecha. They didn't have the actual oil. Lifel ba'geshem atzmei to affect, therefore, the body, the physical body of the world. Because their Torah mitzvahs is really ruchnius. Yeah, what's wrong with ruchnius? And especially, what's wrong with ruchnius? What's wrong with ruchnius on this level that does affect the Gashmis? We'll see in a minute. We find the other Rabbi that in Elam Hazeh, and in the effect of Elam Hazeh, there's a tremendous mile in aroma. He did say the Gemara Masech the Brachas. The Gemara says in Brachas, how do we know that you're supposed to make a bracha on aroma, on the psalmim? So the Gemara says, the pasuk, Kel neshama tahalil ka, that every neshama will praise you. Says the Gemara, neshama, Why is the dik, the neshama, the soul? What is something which the neshama in a guf lamata, but the neshama benefits from? Ben a guf nene men, and the guf does not. It's a purely spiritual benefit. That's aroma, and that's what's killing neshama talakos. So he's the raya that you have to make a bracha because there is hanod that the neshama has from aroma. So what's the shayla? So we see we see that the reich has a very lofty thing. It's hiding the limitations of the guf. The guf does not benefit, and the neshama does. But moreover, reich touches the etzem and the neshama that's higher than being enclosed in the body. Understood from the Gemara adds the words. When the Gemara says Shanashama Nenis Amenu, what is it that the Neshama benefits? And then it just adds Veloy HaGuf, meaning to say we're talking about the level of the Neshama higher than the Guf, higher than his lashes. Therefore, when a person faints, God forbid, that the highest that is invested in the body has withdrawn. We have to draw on what? Not on the level of the neshama of the nefesh that's invested in the guf. That is gone. So we have to draw on the etzem on nefesh. That's higher than the ivorim. As a perlim zayis, how to be effective? Lo al yedech, you see it, give the person eat and drink, it's not going to help. Stop giving him medication, it's also not going to help. That only addresses the level of chayis that is invested in the body, and it heals it, but it's withdrawn. So how do you bring the person back to life? It restores the nefesh to the guf. Draws on the etzem on the shama. High in the level of the neshama that is manifested and fuses with the body, the etzem achayis. But the days are pale and so once you stir the etzem achayis, so the keichas pnimium, the manifested keichas come to life. They re-emerge. Shenistalko, the departed base salvus when a person fainted. They are drawn again because we're drawing on the source. So gewaltige Scheile, the Inyan of Reach draws on the etzem and neshama. So now applying this to the Elikurs, that is a Yuvan Lamari B'chinas Reach Shmenachal Shem Shicha Oves. So the Reach, which the Oves drew down to their Torah mitzvahs, the Koi, look at these words, B'chinas Ha'atzmo Shelamayla Me'oira Mislabish Ba'ilumus. They drew into the world the essence. And you'll say, Seviv Kalami? No. The Maila Gama B'chinas Seviv Kalami. Which transcends the world. They draw on the etzem of Elikus, just like Reach draws on the etzem on the Shama. Because when a person faints, it's not only his seichel has withdrawn, his rotze, there's nothing, even Keichas Makifim have withdrawn. You don't see his will to survive there, it's gone. So how is a person revived? By drawing on the etzem mamish. So the reich, the level of the kurs, reich, which the obvious of mamshich is hiding malak kalalmin, hiding seif kalalmin. The etzem of the kurs. So what's missing? So the shemen is there. This is the reich which draws on the essence. Hashem and Atzma. Why would it not? Why is that missing? What is missing? We need dafke in the Matan Torah. The whole Inyan of the Mamshech, the Atmos of the Kus Lamata, Chinas Atzmos, Shalamayla Me'oir, which is Mislabish, Haydin Mamala, Haydin Soiber, they were Mamshechet through their Torah mitzvah. So what's missing? Yeah, questions clear. Yeah? A little bit further. Yuvon. Everybody's clear, yes? But so let's repeat the question. What did we answer? The Chiddush of ha'yom is what? In one word? Not Matan Torah, ha'yom. But what's the dik of ha'yom? There was Torah before. But today, what changed?
It's not just a
Within Torah Gufa, it's not just the Reach of Torah, it's the Shemen, which therefore affects the Gashmi, just like the Shemen is tangible, as it were. We're drawing on the Shemen of Torah, and therefore we can affect the Shemen, the Gashmis of the world. That's the Chiddush. You know, Torah Mitzvah is merely on an otherworldly plane. Then the Rebbe asks, otherworldly? What's the Shaila now? Not so. Why?
So they did the whole Inyan of Reach.
What's the Inyan of Reach?
Etzem HaNeshama.
Huh?
It goes to Etzem HaNeshama.
Etzem HaNeshama. Reach is a very, very deep Inyan. And a person faints, not food, not drink, not medication. An aroma, which means it draws on the Etzem HaNeshama, higher than Keiches Pnimim, even higher than Keiches.
Even than Keiches Makifim.
What are Keiches Makifim? Like a Ratzin, even Tainu. They've also all withdrawn. He's just what's left. The I am is left. That's it. Not I want, not I desire, not I understand. He's alive. So the Etzem is there. So what is, and the only way to touch that is through Reach. So we see that the Reach draws on the Etzem. That's how it's Begashmi is Lamata in the book. It's all parallels the way it is Baruch Nisan Yonim. That the Inyan of Reach in Kedusha is, that Ketores is the whole Inyan of Ketores is Reach, and the whole Inyan of Karbonis is Reach, Nich Reach, Lefonai, Nachasuch, Lefonai, Shamati, V'ras, it's all the Inyan of Reach. It's a Shabbos, Psalmim, V'chulu. So Ketores is the highest Inyan, higher than Karbonis. Karbonis is the Inyan of what? The food. But Ketores is Reach. The Emes is Reach, Nich Reach. Even though there's also Reach by Karbonis. So they would mamshech therefore what? The Etzem also. So the Shemen comes with it. The Shemen is saying that is not the Shemen expressed in the Reach. So what's missing?
So this is both answering a question and creating a new one, because we're answering also the question of why did we need the Avodah of the Avis? I was like, the Rebbe's.
It's a Shaila here. Yeah,
it's an answer or Shaila, because the Rebbe asked, why do we need the Avodah of the Avis? If we have the Shemen flowing now, I'm saying because they mamshech atzmos. It's an answer. Now we're
but which creates a new question. You don't need Matan Torah. Manavshach.
So then what are we missing?
He's asking the question two ways. If the Avodah is Reach, we don't understand Reach just simply as substanceless, then what was it for? Either is what's opposite China. Reach, just listen like it's a new thing. It's not simple, yeah. No. It's like that seems saying. Reach doors of the Etzem, so then
Why wasn't
it's the opposite.
Why wasn't
We don't need Matan Torah. It's the opposite question. That's a either gis tzarich love the opposite. And that shaila is already asked by the in previous Maamar. We'll just begin a little bit the answer. The Yuvan, because I want to finish before Shavuos. The Yuvan, like you said, understand me first prefacing the statement that Maisa Avis, the works of the Avis, sim in the body, is a sign for the children. What is it meant by a sign for the children? So let's explain what is their role. In this precise terminology, it's being conveyed that there are two opposite things that the forefathers, the Avis, put in place for us. It's only a sign on one hand. And it's not it's nothing related. It's not like the actual Avodah. It's only an indication, a sign. On the other hand, Siman means we could not do our Avodah without them. They empower us. ובדוגמא, מה שכוסה באברהם, קום יסלח באורץ, לאורך ולרוחבה, the Eibusher told Avram, rise up and walk the land at Yisrael to its length and its length and its width. What was the purpose of it? Says the Gemara, to acquire it. And Rashi explained, actually, the Gemara says that explain it wasn't mamish Inyan of Inyan, but what did it achieve? That allowed for Yidden to conquer it because Avram already had as it were, a stake in the land. So what's he bringing out here? We could not have conquered it had Avram not traversed it physically, walked it. Now that is a Yaakov line. The Gemara says they too. We find that Eibusher told them to manifest in some way or another their ownership, but their balabatishkeit over at Yisrael. Why? All in order that Yidden later will be able to conquer. To bring out which Nakuda, that the Avodah of the Bonim is only possible by what was achieved and accomplished by the others. Can we stop here? No, Russia. We'll stop here. Okay, tomorrow.